you only that far in? Seriously though, are you only on page 26? It's okay, I'm not gonna be mad at you. So you just started. Okay, I don't want to ruin anything for you. Then I was going to skip ahead, but now I'm not going to because I'm not going to ruin the book for you. I'm just going to read from the beginning. What's your name? Gemma? Yeah, we don't want to spoil it for Gemma. So, just going to read from the beginning. Well, there are people here who haven't already read it. I was a little worried about that. It's quite encouraging, Gemma, thank you. Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided I was depressed. Presumably because I rarely left the house, spent quite a lot of time in bed, read the same book over and over, ate infrequently, and devoted quite a bit of my abundant free time to thinking about death. Whenever you read a cancer booklet or website or whatever, they always list depression among the side effects of cancer, but in fact, depression is not a side effect of cancer. Depression is a side effect of dying. Cancer is also a side effect of dying. Almost everything is, really. By the way, off topic, a lot of people have taken issue with that line, but it is correct. It is actually correct. All diseases are a side effect of cell death. It is because cells have to reproduce that the genetic mutations that lead to them reproducing out of control that lead to cancer happen. If there were no such thing as death, there would be no such thing as cancer. If you don't believe me, ask zombies who cannot get cancer. Okay. I've always wanted to say that. Anyway, my mom believed I required treatment, so she took me to see my regular Dr. Jim, who insisted that I was veritably swimming in a paralyzing and totally clinical depression, and that therefore my meds should be adjusted, and also I should attend a weekly support group. The support group featured a rotating cast of characters in various states of tumor-driven unwellness. Why did the cast rotate? A side effect of dying. The support group, of course, was depressing as hell. It met every Wednesday in the basement of a stone-walled Episcopal church shaped like a cross. We all sat in a circle right in the middle of the cross, where the two boards would have met, where the heart of Jesus would have been. I noticed this because Patrick, the support group leader and only person over 18 in the room, talked about the heart of Jesus every freaking meeting. All about how we, as young cancer survivors, were sitting right in Christ's very sacred heart and whatever. So anyway, here's how it went in God's heart. The 6 or 7 or 10 of us walked/wheeled in, grazed at a decrepit selection of cookies and lemonade, sat down in the circle of trust, and listened to Patrick recount for the 1,000th time. Is that a train?
Yeah.
Is it coming to the museum? Just stay. Oh, the train line just goes by there.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Did this, I wonder if this used to be, a train station, and then they were like, well, we've got the trains here, let's just put the building on top of it. That's brilliant! Swindon gets better and better. Right. So we sat down in the circle of trust and listened to Patrick recount for the 1,000th time his depressingly miserable life story. How he had cancer in his balls and they thought he was going to die, but he didn't die, and now here he is, a full-grown adult in a church basement in the 137th nicest city in America, divorced, addicted to video games, mostly friendless, eking out a meager living by exploiting his cancer-tastic past, slowly working his way toward a master's degree that will not improve his career prospects, waiting, as we all do, for the sword of Damocles to give him the relief that he escaped lo those many years ago, when cancer took both of his nuts but spared what only the most generous soul would call his life. And you too might be so lucky. Thanks.